Hello, and welcome to our tutorial on replacing Brash Generation 2 sensor boards. Whether your original board is damaged, or just in need of an upgrade, this video will guide you through the step-by-step process of installing a Revision H sensor board. Before you begin, gather the necessary tools and equipment. You will need a Phillips screwdriver and a small flathead screwdriver. Additionally, you may need wire cutters, wire strippers, and wire nuts or electrical tape. Remember to turn off power prior to removing any wires. Step 1 is to open the lid and identify how the existing sensor board is connected. It will be connected by a 5-wire harness, by wires directly in the terminal block, or by a combination of the two. If wires are connected to the terminal blocks, note which wires go into each terminal. From top to bottom, the main terminals are positive unregulated, ground or common, negative unregulated, negative communication, and positive communication. The lower terminal block simply duplicates these connections. Take a small screwdriver and press down on the tabs. This will release the spring clamp and allow you to remove wires from the terminal block. Follow the same process for any wires connected to the analog output on TS3. Some configurations will use a wire harness with the center wire connected to the topmost terminal. These harness connections are exactly the same as the terminal block connections, and the center wire provides a negative voltage when only 4 wires are run between the sensor board and controller. Use a small screwdriver to press down on the tab and remove the wire from the terminal block. Then unplug the harness from the connector. If a 5-wire harness is used, and no wires are inserted in the terminal blocks, simply unplug the harness from the connector. The next step is to loosen the screws and replace the existing sensor board with the new one. Tighten the screws enough to hold the board securely, but not so tight as to crack the board. Verify that the dip switches on SW1 are set to the same positions as the sensor board being replaced. If you are using the analog output, the dip switches on SW6 and SW7 should be set to match the desired output. This is set at JP2 and JP3 on the previous board. If using a wire harness, reconnect it to either JP1 or JP4. Both connectors are identical, so it does not matter which one is used. If using wires directly into the main terminal block, use a small flathead screwdriver to loosen the screw terminals. The removable terminal block on the new sensor board is labeled with the correct connections: positive unregulated, ground or common, negative communication, and positive communication. The negative unregulated wire is no longer needed. Either remove this wire entirely or cover the end so it cannot make contact with any components. Wire nuts or electrical tape are good options if you choose to leave the wire present. This also applies to the center wire on the harness. Then, reinsert the wires to the correct terminals and securely tighten the screws. Similarly, any analog output wires can be connected to TS3 as they were before. This process may be repeated for any other boards you have to replace. Once all the connections are made and the switch settings have been verified, reapply power and close the lid. That concludes the Generation 2 sensor board replacement tutorial. Written instructions, including a list of required equipment, can be downloaded from the link in the description. For more information, visit our website, brashenvtech.com. Thanks for watching.